Is it?
How small the beach is. Oh.
We just went up to this farm and looked at a cow. And they didn't want us to film while we were out there, at least not this time. So we're on our way home. Bree is... You caught a crawdad? No way! We really like this cow. And she's a heifer, which means she's never been bred. She's never had a calf. She's about 14 or 15 months old. She could be bred now. We love how she looks. She looks like she's in great condition. Her condition is just very good. Her coat is good. She looks really solid. The one thing that gives us just a little bit of a twinge of concern is she's spunky. I wouldn't go as far as to say aggressive, but she's real spunky. Like a couple times she put her head down and was nudging us. And that's just, you know, we just think about what are the implications of that. That could be a youthfulness, because 15 months old, that's a young cow. That could be her youthfulness, and she's just spunky and active and playful, and we haven't really established a relationship with her. Or, you know, she could turn into a mean cow, and you know, you can have a cow who will try to kill you. They can be very aggressive.
Dad, did you get in?
What'd you say?
Did you get in?
Did I get in? No, I didn't get in the water.
Why?
I'm talking to this camera.
Oh.
She's also really small. Now, I don't think she's small for her breed and for her age, but just comparing her to our other cow, Dolly, who died, she's small, but Dolly was a completely full-grown Jersey. So I don't think that's a problem. That's just her size. We walked up the road after we saw this cow to see her sister, who's about 1.5 or 2 years older, and exactly the same pair of bull and cow as parents. So they're siblings. And she looked really good, and we got to see kind of more what the younger cow's udder might look like. Her sister is in milk and being milked, and they're getting about 2 gallons in the morning, 2 gallons in the evening. Pretty productive little cow. I really feel like the lady we were talking to is just very frank with us and doesn't really have any reason to try to mislead us. We talked about, you know, the cow we're looking at buying. We talked about her, what you might call aggression, and like the worst of it that she'd seen, which wasn't that bad. And we also talked about her sister and how she acted when she was the same age. And she said she was very similarly spunky, and then after having a calf and after being milked and having that regular human contact, she was much more calm, and we saw that. She was calm, and you could walk right up to her and put your hands on her. So we just got to think about it. Just got to decide whether we're both want this cow and want to handle some daily conditioning and training with her, and also whether we want a cow right now. The cool thing about getting a cow right now, you know, if we have any second thoughts about getting a cow right now, having a new baby and being so busy, the cool thing is that it means we actually have many months to before we have to milk every day. And so in many ways that's kind of reassuring to think, okay, we'll get the cow, we'll have a long time to train her and condition her before milking, and get breeding figured out, probably through artificial insemination, and then we'll be milking later next year. Huh? All right, let's go, guys. Come on. It's time to go. Brianna's right down there. And we're just headed back down to where it's gotten really beautiful. The sun came out. There's this little farm over here on the other side from the river. I think I'm leaning towards getting this cow. In many ways, I think the decision kind of comes back on me because I'll be the one handling it, mostly handling her, I should say. One thing she said is that this cow had never kicked. And to me, that's a big deal. And I don't know cows well enough, but it does. If a cow was actually aggressively kicking when you were touching it or touching its belly, that to me, like right off, I don't like that. Well, we're gonna jump in the car and head home. What'd you say? Uh-oh, you're funny. Come on, bud, let's go. How are you?
Good.
Nice. It's a nice place to hold your baby.
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yeah, Grace woke me up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You were holding him and you fell asleep?
Well, I was nursing him. I think he and I both fell asleep.
Oh my goodness. Cute boy.
It's the best. Were you talking about the cow?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, she looks good. She's a little spunky. Just trying to decide if we want to take that on.
Yeah, she's really beautiful.
I'm gonna get some water.
If she was already bred, I'd say let's go for it.
Well, to me, I don't think that should be a factor even.
Well,
It's
because she's, I mean, everything else looks good.
Yeah.
Except the spunkiness. But you're the cow man, so if you're willing to take that on. Plus, honestly, you can't go wrong. Like, if we decide that she's not for us, we can sell her.
Please unlock the truck.
I mean, people, this is how you do it.
Grace, get me one too.
Yeah, true.
Is you figure out what's going to work for you.
Yep.
And that's what you do. I don't know, I really liked her. She's so beautiful. I wish we could have filmed and showed you guys.
Bam, and we're home. Well, this has been another great day on the homestead, you all. And we're excited about getting a cow. Not quite sure this is the right one yet. We'll talk about it more. We'll probably talk about it more on video. But we have to just make that call, see if this is the right cow for us.